Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now, when we left off, we had attempted a siege at Poins, Brook, and it ended pretty badly, I have to say, but we did get rid of some of our lesser units, I guess. As we can see here, I have been doing a little bit of fighting, actually fighting against the Ravenstern quite a bit, because I wanted to try and learn what kind of units they had and, well, refresh my memory slightly. Now, as we can see, we only have 8 Shadow Legion Marinus units left, and I actually think I'm going to be moving these guys down the list because they are, well, not the greatest when it comes to actually fighting in a siege. And that's actually similar with our Armored Pikemen, but at least they have shields. So we're going to be keeping those guys. As you can see, I've actually taken these guys prisoner here. Duke Adarian, Lord Burgundus, and Lord Chonrad. So yes, hopefully, yeah, I'm actually thinking of ransoming them right now, and then, well, doing something rather sneaky with them and various things, but I was actually worried about releasing them and then them getting powerful again and deciding to intercept us. That would be pretty bad. And also, I must let you know that I did buy a couple of books here, as you can see. I thought to myself, I may as well buy some books and see what's going on. Also, I must report that Quinn and Troffbren, or however you say that, they are actually giving exactly the same prosperity as Ahun, and that is around 2,500. So we are now in the green, technically. Well, in the black, yes, in the black, I believe, and we're getting a good amount of profit. So that was the reason why I was able to actually purchase those books. If I hadn't purchased those books, then obviously we would have a lot more money. We would have massive amounts of money. But right now we only have a wage of 9,000, which is not that bad. It's okay. It's not too bad. And as you can see, I think I may have gone a little bit overboard with the Empire Armored Crossbowmen. Yes, we have quite a few of those. But I think we actually will have a rather nice technique for taking Brook. We're going to be attempting to take it once again. I am not going to be giving up. Also, I must just mention that Rain, you remember in the previous episode how Rain was being besieged by a large Mist Mountain army. Well, that actually didn't come to anything. No fruition, no nothing, no progress whatsoever there. I went over to Rain and it still had 400 units in it. So I can only assume that either a huge amount of vassals from the Fyrdsvein turned up and decided to help defend it, or the garrison there was just so strong that the Mist Mountain, well, huge army was defeated very easily. So that's kind of disappointing, I gotta say, but I think we'll actually do quite well here. So let's see what happens. Obviously, we're gonna have our infantry out the front here. We have quite a few legionnaires now as well. So yeah, we're just gonna be holding position a little bit here, because that's what I did beforehand, and I thought to myself, well, yeah, let's hold position and see what happens. But what a lot of you seem to forget is that we were giving some sort of time pressure. We were given a time pressure, to be honest, because we had so many vassals outside that we couldn't possibly retreat and come back in. And yes, of course, okay, yeah, we could potentially just stand here and fire until our crossbowmen had no more arrows left, but then what? That's the thing. Then we would potentially charge in and take out all the infantry. Yeah, that's very unlikely to happen, especially seeing as they had so many good units in there. But we have taken out the good units, and they still haven't replenished them. So I think we might actually be in with a chance of taking this right now. If we don't do this right now, then we can, of course, retreat and come back in, because you saw there are no vassals right outside ready to attack us. So I think we may have a more positive shot at doing this than we did previously. So this tactic is definitely going to be one that will probably work. So let's see now. Oh yes, let's see now, and then take 24 damage. Wonderful, isn't it? So hopefully my shield will not take a little bit more damage, because I'd like it to survive at least a little bit longer. And the Empire Armored Crossbowmen are doing a very good job, as we can see. Now I'm going to try and throw these weapons up here because, well, we don't really need them, and they would make a good decorative ornament on the side of the battlements here, wouldn't it? Yes. They can say, oh yes, Bertil the Moderate, he threw these javelins here in 1826, or whenever this is actually, but yes, I actually have no idea on the date, especially in Pendor, but yes. He threw them there on that particular date. That's what the historian will say. Yes, exact words. And all of the textbooks will also say, all of the schools will learn about Beartild the Moderate and how he threw some javelins at a wall in a random place at a random time. Yes, exactly. So how are we doing so far? Well, we've killed 69 units. Oh yes, exactly, 69. And now we have 70, 71, and actually gaining quite a few kills here. Now, this is the problem here. I don't really want to go up here until we've killed at least 100, maybe, because they still have around 340 units here. No vassals. No vassals here whatsoever. So if we can eliminate all of these guys and then potentially retreat and come back in, then of course our Empire Armored Crossbowmen will have replenished their stores of crossbow bolts, and that would be absolutely fantastic. But if we are then intercepted by a potential vassal in the area, then we'll have to do battle. But I actually, as you saw, did do battle with a couple of Ravenstern vassals, and remarkably enough, they fell before us very, very easily indeed, and I am extremely surprised at that. So, yes, I actually have no idea how that was even possible, but I guess it was because we had so many crossbowmen, and, well, they were just outranged, outgunned, and, well, not outgeared or anything, because I do believe they have some actually pretty good gear. But otherwise, ooh, I'm getting so tempted to walk up this ladder here. Very, very tempted in actual fact. Okay, so how's it going now? 88? Okay, and we've only lost 2 units. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, yes, there we go. Yes, exactly. Thank you very much. Thank you. As soon as I say, yes, we're gonna not lose any more units, then we will lose a unit. That is just how it goes. Every single time I do that. Okay, so apparently now everything has come to a standstill. I think many of our units, yep, they are all out of bolts. So we're going to be retreating here. Really? We really lose honor and renown for retreating? Oh my goodness, that's terrible. Okay, so let's now build some more ladders. Hopefully no one will turn up. No one untoward. Nope, no one is turning up. Fantastic. So now let us lead our soldiers in an assault. Oh! The defenders are now coming outside. I'm actually really surprised about this. I'm actually unsure why they would decide to do this right now, instead of doing it beforehand. Okay. Well, that's peculiar, I have to say. Well, this is not good, is it? Oh, no, there we go. Okay, that might actually be a little bit better. Ow. Why is he attacking me so much? Okay, well, oh, what's actually going on here? Okay, apparently we have some weird stuff going on. I'm actually unsure why the infantry is not charging in and the archers are going up the ladder. Okay, I'm going to have to charge them in as well to make sure that they are actually dealing some damage, because right now we need them to do some damage. And we are losing so many units because of that fact that the infantry, for some reason, did not charge in immediately. Not entirely sure why that happened, but, well, as you saw, we have an overwhelming amount of crossbowmen as it is, so it's not particularly necessary that they stay alive. Obviously, we are going to be assaulting the archers as much as possible right now. Okay, now, come on. Yes, there we go. Okay, so they're finishing them up over there, and I'm gonna hopefully deal enough damage to eliminate these guys. There we go, fantastic. Hopefully we won't get taken out. I would not like to get a take out on this particular map, because pizza's out of the option, yes. Take out, oh yes, you get it. So 23 renown, there we go. We just gained our renown right back, and obviously we lost a little bit of honor, but that's really nothing to worry about, I expect. So we lost 9 crossbowmen out of the 64 that we have, so we're pretty fine. We're pretty good. So, otherwise, we are now in, once again, and we're going to see what we can do here. So I'm going to move our infantry to the front once more, and hopefully they will absorb many of the shots that are currently streaming towards us. Oh, no. Thank you very much, shooting us on the shoulder. How dare you? Okay, so maybe we can move our crossbowmen a little bit better as well. Make sure they're a little bit more head-on here, a little bit more straight, so that we can get more coverage with our crossbow bolts. Might be an idea. Might be an idea. Now, this is only possible, of course, because there are no vassals outside. And if there were vassals, then hopefully there aren't going to be any that have over 250 units. Because if they have over 250 units, no doubt they are going to have some pretty nice... Well, I don't know about knighthood order units, but they'll probably have some elite units at the very least. So, well, let's just see what happens here, shall we? Let's just see what happens. We've already taken out 52 of them. How many more do they actually have? We've killed so many already. We've killed about 150 maybe? So this is an additional 50, so 200. So there's 150 remaining. That's so annoying. How dare they? How dare they have units in the garrison to defend their fief? Yes. That is atrocious. Okay, come on now. Let's try and throw some throwing weapons. It's actually almost hitting him, but we have really... Oh, there we go. We actually killed someone. Fantastic. Look at that. 49 damage as well. Not bad, if I do say so myself. We need to get a headshot to kill that guy. Ooh, that was close. That was actually pretty close. Oh, well. A little bit unlucky there, I guess. Now, I'm wondering, should I decide to charge in now? Probably not. Even though we have probably eliminated many of the high-tier units that they have, it may very well be a good idea just to continue with this stratagem, because even though we are actually killing quite a few of them, it is risky. It is risky to retreat and go back in, because obviously, as you saw, retreating does reduce our honor and increases our controversy, which also in turn means that we are less likely to be awarded fiefs, and indeed the marshalship itself, as far as I'm aware. I believe that's what controversy does, anyway. And, yeah, apparently the legionnaires are doing a very good job at blocking all the arrows. That's very nice. New enemies have arrived once again. We've eliminated 85 of them. I'm actually unsure how many units are actually up there, how many good units are actually up there, because right now, as you can see in the text log, we're only killing Ravenstone footmen and Ravenstone militia, as well as regular Ravenstone wardens and trained militia and everything like that. So it's actually looking pretty good. They do have some archers still, so that's a little bit worrying. But I think right now it's not too bad. Yeah, there's the archers. Yep, the archers are actually the ones that are going to be causing us some pain. Thankfully enough, I think we've eliminated all of the rangers, but other than that, not too much. So yeah, let's just see how long it takes for our guys to run out of bolts. It's probably going to be a little bit longer. Yeah, they are starting to run out now. They are starting to run out. So I'm going to be retreating in just a second. And we're going to be heading in once again. Look at that, we killed 112 of them. That's really nice. So yeah, there we go. Let's retreat once more. Yes, this is actually really costly, but I am hoping once we have captured the town that it will pay off in the end. Hopefully no one will turn up. Wow, we are so lucky right here. I have no idea where any of the Ravenstone vassals are, but this is a vastly different encounter than what we had previously, so this is great. This is the right timing for us to do this. So let us now charge in once more. Oh, it's now sunset. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Okay, so I think infantry out the front once again. Need to make sure that that is happening, of course. And I'm going to try and get our archers more straight on once more as well, just so that we can get some more coverage there once again. And I think, yeah, I think that's actually pretty good. Wow, they actually only have 50 units remaining as far as I'm aware in the garrison. Is that true? If that is true, then I'm just going to charge in straight now, because really there's nothing that can stop us as far as I'm aware. And of course we do have Lethal Diran doing his job right there. He's actually quite an amazing fellow, I have to say, Lethal Diran is. And maybe we'll be able to charge up the ladder relatively soon, because if they don't receive any reinforcements, I actually have a feeling that they might just have these units remaining. That would be fantastic. Is that true? I think it is. I think it actually is. Let's go. Come on, infantry, and come on, cavalry. Let's do this. Okay, any archers that are going to shoot me in the head again? Nope, it appears not. So let's see what we can do here. I would like to get a couple of kills as well. Our first kill of the siege, isn't that rather sad? Okay, well, come on. We can do this. We have the Ruby Rune Sword. It probably wasn't a good idea to jump. Yeah, never a good idea to jump, especially when you're on a ladder next to a huge amount of legionnaires and everything. It seems as though these guys actually have Ruby Rune Swords as well. Have you seen that? Look at that. They seem to have the same sword design. It's just a little bit of a different color, so obviously it's not the same sword, but it does seem to have the same sort of design, which is pretty cool. Okay, so here we go. We now get to rescue a huge amount of units, and I'm guessing we're just going to be taking a lot of Empire units to begin with. and then we'll see if there's anything else that we really want. Obviously, these Jatu Lancers could help us out a huge amount. And yeah, we'll take a Heretic Magnus, of course, and then we'll take some Lancers, I guess. I don't really see anything else here that is, well, that much worth it, but you never know. Maybe there is something, and I actually just miss it, but I don't see it right now. There doesn't seem to be anything, so, yep, we will just be doing that, and we have some heavy Morning Stars here, which we really don't require, but there we have it. So, it is time to send word to Marius Imperator. Request that Poins Brook be awarded to us, and there we go. So, we now have, potentially, our first town, and now we have nothing to eat. Of course we have nothing to eat. Yes, wonderful, isn't it? Okay, so, do they have any food here? Yeah, thank goodness they do. If they didn't, then I was going to rage. Ugh, yes. No one wants to see that. So, let's have a look. No, we don't really want to use this Dragonite plate. Apparently all of our companions also have better, so nothing really to see to there either. So, yeah, let's sell that gold bar too, and we'll get a little bit of food now. There we go. Fantastic. Very nice indeed. Okay, so I think it's about time that we head into our camp and take an action. Let us select a book. Memories of a Pendorian Commander. I actually have no idea which one gives what, so we're just going to read them all. Yes. Sounds like a... Ah. That's not good. That's not good at all, in actual fact. Okay, I am... gonna take a look and see what's actually... Oh my, that guy has 288 units. That guy has 178. Ooh. Okay. Well, it appears as though only one of them is kind of scary, and that is Count Ivanus. Everyone else is relatively manageable, unless they have Silver Mist units? No, they don't have Silver Mist units. They have Knights of the Dragon, and some Ravenstern Knights, which are quite scary in themselves, but otherwise, everything actually seems pretty reasonable. Well, let's just take a look at our party real quick here. I'm going to move Anson to the bottom once again, and I've actually just noticed that Lethal Durin is still infantry, so let's go for some cavalry there, for him. And I think everyone else is looking mighty fine. We have 56 Empire Armored Crossbowmen. If that is not enough to defend this against the overwhelming onslaught of the Ravenstern, I don't know what is. And what do we have here? Oh yes. After consulting with the peers of the realm, Marius Imperator has decided to confer Poins Brook upon us. Oh yeah. That is what we like to see. So we're going to be accepting that honor. As we can see here, it appears as though... Oh, there's a vassal over there being attacked. One of our vassals, that is. So this is probably not going to work out too well, is it? Yeah, 171 against almost 1,000. Okay, so we have a -9 battle advantage, and we have 33 archers on the battlefield. Thankfully enough, most of them are crossbowmen, so we should, in theory, be perfectly fine to actually defend this, because, well, if I can get to the bottleneck here, I think we should be okay, because they mainly have archers, and our crossbowmen are no doubt going to be able to eliminate them pretty easily, so let's just hope that that is indeed the case. Well, so far so good, I have to say. So far so good. We are currently having no problems whatsoever, and oh yes, the Ruby Rune Sword appears to be able to reach as soon as I jump. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh yes, there we go. That's what we like to see. Oh yeah, here we go. Now I'm just going to get headshots in some way. Most likely. Sometime. Maybe. We'll see. Come on. Let's do it. Yes. 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 More kills. More damage. More death and destruction. For Bertil the Moderate. Yes. Bertil the Moderate. He sounds like a very average fellow, doesn't he? Ah, yes. There we go. Okay. Come on now. Come on now. No. No. A little bit better. Ah, we've been pushed a little bit back, so we're not going to be in range of that particular guy. Or maybe we will be if I actually change my direction of attack, perhaps. Nope, nope, I'm still out of range. That's a little bit unfortunate, isn't it? But, well, as you can see, we have so far eliminated 90 of them. Well, we're going to need to fight tooth and nail to be able to get anywhere close to defeating this Ravenstern force. They are incredibly outnumbering us right now, so it is literally down to the numbers. It is down to how efficient we are with our kills. And as we can see, we have the sweet spot right here. We're actually able to attack through the garrison, well, through the battlements, should I say, through the turrets. And that is making a huge difference in the amount of units we are able to eliminate. Because even though our units are absolutely fantastic at defending, and actually doing a very good job, it is probably a good idea to help them out, isn't it? Yeah, very much so. Wow, they're losing so many high-level units right now. I wouldn't be surprised, actually, if we are crippling the Ravenstern faction, maybe irreparably. If we're able to actually pull this off, then it might result in their downfall in the end. If they don't decide to retreat, I have a feeling that this is going to really result in them being one of the minor factions now, because obviously Salion early on did get preyed upon. Now the Dashar are being preyed upon. And obviously the Ravenstern have already taken a huge blow by letting the Fyrdsvain take reign. And I'm actually really surprised that they were allowed to do that. I'm not entirely sure why they did, but there it is. So, yeah, we're just going to have to try our very best and defend here. Julia is doing an absolutely amazing job fighting shoulder to shoulder with lethal Diran. That is just really very, very nice to see, I have to say. Come on, I want to get in there. I want to get in there a little bit more. Goodness me, this is a really tight space. Well, I suppose if we push in enough, then it will actually happen in the end. So we just need to get Barney in there. There we go. Fantastic. There we are. Now we're able to do some really nice hard hits. There we are. Fantastic. Very nice. Ooh, yes. This is good. Look at this. I actually don't even have to move. And we are on top of the units. Ah, unfortunate. Oh, we were in such an amazing spot. But, yeah, we eventually fell off, of course. That's just bound to happen, isn't it? Okay, so I'm actually really surprised that none of the Ravenstern archers are actually doing anything. They are shooting us, but they are not killing anyone or maybe even dealing any damage. I'm actually unsure about that. I don't know why they're not doing anything because, well, to me, the Ravenstern are actually one of the best factions for archers, but what's happening here? I don't understand. It seems they're just spawning in more and more units, and nothing is really happening with them. So I'm guessing it's just something to do with the inaccuracy. Maybe we're fighting at night. Maybe they have poor daylight vision. I was about to say no, poor night vision. That was, yes, maybe that would be the idea. Oh, Adonia has now also advanced to level 23. Come on, let's do this. Let us do this. Come on, yes, yes. We are almost, yes, we're almost there. There we go, 50 kills. Oh yeah. I wasn't actually going for it, but then I thought to myself, oh, let's just take a look at the kill counter, and it seemed as though we had around 40, and then I thought, oh yes, we've got to go for the achievement. And I have no idea what the achievement actually gives, but we're going to, well, hopefully see in just a second after we have been victorious. Ah, yes. Wow, all of our companions are absolutely beasting here. Obviously, Lethal Diran has been eliminated pretty badly, unfortunately. I love that guy. It would be fantastic if he was still alive, but we have many other companions that are just as combat proficient, so I don't think we really need to worry too much. Come on, take out these squire-at-arms. They do not deserve to be at the top of the ladder. Yes, send them down from whence they came. Yes? Something like that? Yes, that would be a good idea. Come on. Yeah, well, we might be a little bit out of range now. Sir Jocelyn at least is within range, so we don't really need to worry too much. Ravenstern Highlanders starting to come in now. I'm not very pleased about that because they are very damaging, and they do have some pretty good armor, even though it is lighter than the Kier Guards. We are now starting to lose a couple of units because I think our crossbowmen have probably run out of bolts by now. Pretty sure they have. So I guess the only thing we can do is try our best and continue dealing significant damage to anyone that decides it would be a good idea to get to the top of the ladder, which never is. Never a good sign. Okay, oh yes, we're in a good spot. Oh, I was really hoping I'd be able to stay up there, but well, I suppose it's just the way it goes. Come on. It's not very realistic, is it? No, it's not very realistic me standing on the shoulders of my men and swinging at enemy units. Yes, of course. Come on now. We're a little bit out of range once again. Maybe I'll need to get a little bit more. There we are. A little bit closer. Oh, yes, look at that. Okay, so we have... Oh, my goodness. We have eliminated 450 units with our small band of 171. So, yeah. This is exactly the reason why Poins, in my opinion, was probably the best choice for us to take, because look at how defensive it can be. If you have some really sturdy infantry and some, well, pretty sturdy archers as well, it is just fantastic, as we can see. And now I'm actually stuck. Now I'm literally stuck on top of the shoulders of our... Oh, no, never mind. There we go. That's it. Is that it? That is victory. That is actually victory. Wow, we have beaten them back. Wow, that was magnificent. 55 renown. We lost 5 armored Empire crossbowmen. Yeah, that was the wrong way to say it, but 5 death from them. 5 dead. So that's actually nothing in comparison to what they lost. 468. That is amazing. Oh yes, that is absolutely amazing. And we also own Poins now as well. So without further ado, I'm going to have to end this episode off here, and next time on Pendor we're going to be defending Poins once again, unless the Ravenstone vassals think better of it and they actually decide to retreat. I would highly suggest it, fellows. Yes, I'd highly suggest that they do. But, yes, that will be the end of this episode, and so I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.